Hey guys, and welcome back to another Warframe 2024 playthrough episode. Last week, we managed to get ourselves Chroma Prime and Oberon as well for Smite Infusion, and we managed to do the Profit Taker in a fairly reasonable time, I think, even though we managed to skip a phase in that first fight right there. So we have a really good way of getting credits now that's a bit more interesting than just doing the index over and over again, and we can obviously get other resources alongside that, such as Chrismatoroids for Little Duck Standing, and we can also get relics as well as part of the bounty missions. So yeah, all in all, very happy with that. Before I get on to what we're going to do this episode, I do want to address two comments which were left. The first one was regarding fashion frame, and someone asked me if I could show my fashion frame. I just want to point out right now that I have not focused on fashion frame at all. I've chosen like a color scheme, I guess, for this series, which is kind of black, purple, and pink and white in the Tenno 3 color palette, which is the only one that we have. So it's just this black, kind of this purple, this pink, and this one of these whites, maybe this one. So that's basically all I'm using for these builds, and then my accents are always white or silver. That's all you need to know. The attachments, well, not the attachments, the armor set that I've got on is just the one that I got from Nightwave, which is the Namor armor bundle, and the Syandana is the Stealth Flare Syandana, which also we got from Nightwave. So that's literally all there is to my fashion frame currently. It is not something that we're focusing on at all. So that's the first comment addressed. The second comment was about Archon Hunts, and that is what this episode is going to be all about. So the comment was asking if I could track my drops from Eidolons, from Hydralists, you know, what kind of arcanes I'm getting, the percentages, and I'm happy to do that. It was raised that I could maybe sort out a spreadsheet to show that. I'm not going to do that. It's a lot of effort, to be honest. I know it doesn't sound like a lot of effort, but even just like that extra bit on the side, it really is just more than I want to handle right now with this series. I've got a lot going on outside of Warframe and YouTube, so yeah, I want to keep this as simple as possible, but I am more than happy to kind of run through the arcanes that I got each week and how many Hydralists I captured. I'm not going to do how many night cycles I did, because I'm going to be capturing a different number of Hydralists every night, because sometimes I'll log on and we'll already be 20 minutes into a night cycle, so I can only get like 3 Hydralists done in that time. So yeah, I'll do it based on how many Hydralists I've captured and show you guys just the interesting arcanes that I got on the rarer and more valuable ones, rather than having a full spreadsheet showing like each time I get an arcane, and then you guys can kind of understand, you know, how many Eidolon hunts I'm doing and what kind of percentages we're getting on the rarer arcanes that we get. So yeah, we'll be doing that moving forward, hopefully, and I'll try and remember to do that every episode. I might not be able to. Some weeks I genuinely don't even do any Eidolon hunts, like last week I didn't do a single Eidolon hunt, so just bear that in mind, that can happen. But yeah, like I said, this week is about Eidolon hunting, and the main concern is that we are going to have to update our build. Now, I am working on a Eidolon hunting ultimate guide 2024, similar to my 2023 guide. I don't know if that's going to come out in a few weeks or a few months, but it will come out. I just want to make sure all the information is correct, and I have a nice, comfortable build ready for it. But we're going to have to take some immediate action on this build to try and get the power and damage output up on it. So first things first, we want to get ourselves some armor strip. It's now become crucial. So yeah, we're going to need to get probably the Sarper to begin with. I don't want to yet spend any platinum on the Vastalog. As you can see, last episode completely drained our platinum supply again. So we're going to need to get some more platinum again. So we'll get the Sarper initially just to strip the armor of the Eidolons. And then we're also going to need to focus on just ranking up all of these mods to maximum. Start really min-maxing and also getting our nullifier to maximum as well. So we'll probably just be doing Terrorists until we get that done. So yeah, again, for those Eidolon stats, this might be a bit skewed this week. I don't know how it's going to work. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, we've got to max out all of this, and we're going to need a ton of credits, which is great because we got our Profit Taker build from last episode, and we're going to need a ton of Endo, and I'm thinking I'll probably get Endo just by doing Deimos bounties. So we'll just do the first kind of wave of Deimos bounties over and over again. So if we drop down to Necrolisk, and we'll head over to Mother, I'll kind of show you what I mean. This is a fairly well-known strat for farming Endo. You can obviously farm Endo however you want. You can do Zaraman bounties, you can do Nama bounties, whatever. Nama bounties is actually quite a good way to do it because you can do the entire bounty mission and there's a sort of Endo reward at each stage which increases in value. But for the Necrolisk bounties, you can see that, let's see, this one right here, the common reward is 1,000 Endo on the first one. And the first rotation will always give you a common reward. So if you get a good first mission on this, then you can do it super quickly and then get out and restart. And you'll get the 1,000 Endo and you can just do it over and over again. And that's actually quite a nice way to do it if you are like, you know, hardcore farming Endo and nothing else. So that is probably what we're going to be doing, and it is going to be so grindy, so I apologize. I know this introduction has already been stupidly long, but that is just the week that it is going to be, unfortunately. So yeah, we might as well get started, guys. Alright guys, I'm going to try something a bit different this week for our Archon Hunt. I'm going to try running Chroma, and I've got our Latum on. And yeah, we're going to see how well we can do with that. Obviously we don't have the movement speed. But we should probably at least start stacking up here. Get ourselves some rat damage. Let's go ahead and we might as well use... Oh, we have the wrong ability on. Whoops. Yeah, so now that we've got this maxed out, this should be fairly straightforward, I hope. Come on. All right. Cool. So yeah, I think we can probably finish this off fairly easily, guys. So I'll go ahead and do that, and we'll see what we get at the end. Nice and easy. Oh my goodness, okay, here we go again. Can we actually, I don't want to waste my Latum Incarnon ammo, but I'm going to have to, apparently. There we go. Our first Azure shard. That's nice. Let's see what other reward we get. Just an Azure Sculpture this week. A really, really bad week. Oh well, moving on. So I've elected to do the bounty missions, or the Nama bounties for farming Endo over Deimos. I don't know, I was getting really bored of Deimos, so yeah. Just going to be doing these now. And yeah, it's still pretty quick. The thing I like about doing the Nama bounties, I guess, over Deimos is that there's an Endo reward throughout. So like, there's a, you know, common, uncommon, and rare Endo reward that obviously increases in value. So you can do more than kind of just the first few levels, or first few missions, and get Endo stuff, which is really nice. And obviously on that last one, you do actually have a chance, if you get the bonuses, to get a full, you know, 2,400 Endo, which is quite nice. Yep. And yeah, the drop chance isn't too bad, so usually I can get at least kind of 2,000 Endo per run in about 7 or 8 minutes if I'm lucky, on average. So yeah, I'm just going to keep doing this, guys, and we'll see how much Endo we can rack up this week. Alright, so I've been away for a few days, but now Barrow Keetir is here. Haven't seen what he's got yet, so hopefully he has something useful for us. Vastalock, fingers crossed. If he doesn't have the Vastalock, then yeah, we're probably just going to have to buy it. Not going to wait much longer for it. Sod's Law says that if I buy it now, it'll come up next time he's here, and then, yeah, it's just a never-ending cycle. Okay, what do we got? got the Prime. Interesting. Don't think we need that though, and it's a bit spenny. Primed Cleanse Grenadier and Primed Smite Grenadier might be quite good, as might these two. But we can get them elsewhere. Yeah, you know, I'm not really seeing anything that's particularly screaming at me right here. Nope. Yeah, we're just gonna go back to farming, I guess. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to stop this in a bit. Done enough farming for today, I think. Not been able to do much Eidolon hunting this week either. I haven't done any Eidolon hunts this week yet, but you know, this run so far we're at about 14k Endo. I think we're probably averaging 2 to 3k per bounty here. Now averaging 3k, I guess. So yeah, it's definitely going all right. And I did a bit of farming on Earth before this, on Plains of Eidolon. So yeah, what you see there is definitely not going to be what we end up with overall. But yeah, I think I've done enough endo farming this week. I'm going to get burnt out otherwise, so let's see. I'll just finish this up real quick. And then see what we end up with. There we go. See if we end on a high or not. Nope. Well, maybe, still. No. Okay, so I guess we did 6 and we got 15k. So yeah, about, what's that? I don't even know what that is. 2.5k exactly. Wow, exactly 15k. Yeah. So 2.5k per bounty, which we were averaging probably 7 minutes on each. So yeah, not too bad at all. That was in an hour. Yeah, pretty good. Let's see how much we have overall now. Mods. Nearly 50k. Okay, so that's pretty good. We're about halfway there to where we need to be. Let's have a look at our vault real quick. We'll put on Vault Eidolon. Just think about what we want to max out. So let's see, we need damage, so I think Transient Fortitude and Intensify are going to have to come first. Can I do that in one go, do we think? Or is it going to need more? It's going to be like 40k. Oh no, 20k to finish maxing that out. Okay, let's do that. Although I got it uninstalled on Chroma. Maybe I forfeit the second. Can I do that? Can I forfeit the second former? Umbral former, that is, and still fit this build on? That'll go up to 7, so that's another one down to 3. That'll take it down to 1. Yeah, we can fit it on perfectly, I think. So let's do that. Let me just grab, I think I still have it. Or did I already get it? I might have already put it on something. Let me just check though. Let's go to Chroma, because he's probably who I put my second one on anyway. Yep, we still have it. So I'm going to go ahead and do this now, just so that I'm not worrying about it later. So we'll throw that on there. And we'll finish ranking him up someone else. Let's go back to Vault. So, mods. Do we have any treasures as well? We have 1 Anaza if we need to. We've probably got a few duplicates now as well that we can get rid of. But let's focus on this for now. So Intensify we're going to max out for sure. We're going to run out of credits soon as well. We don't need to max out Narrow-Minded. But Transient Fortitude we can probably max out. That's a bit more again. So let's see on our build now. Yeah. Still got 4 there. So it's whether or not now we do max preparation or we max out Umbral Vitality. I do not know. Let's maybe do preparation. Although I don't think we have enough to max that out. Yeah, 23k. We need another 10k on that. We maxed out? No, we need 15k for that as well. Okay, so we don't have enough to max anything else out at this point, unfortunately. But yeah, we're getting close, which is the important thing. So anyway, what to do now? So yeah, I'm going to take a break for today, I think. And then I'll come back and hopefully we'll be doing something different to endo farming. But yeah, I'm sorry if it's getting a bit repetitive. This is just that point in the game, guys. So yeah, do bear with us while we get through this phase. Alright guys, so another hour endo farm done. Yep, I did endo again, even though I didn't want to, but we just kind of have to at this point. This is, for me, if you've watched my Warframe wall video, this is where I hit the wall in my, general playthrough, or where I feel like I'm hitting the wall is where I have to farm this kind of stuff. I know I'm not farming new gear, I'm not leveling stuff up or making new builds. I am just grinding for endo and credits constantly to get my mods ranked up. And then eventually I'll be farming for platinum constantly to get enough slots and stuff for new gear. So yeah, unfortunately it's just the point in the game we're at. So I'm really, really sorry if these videos are becoming a bit repetitive now. But hopefully we'll get through that phase fairly soon. And yeah, we finished on a high there. 2,100 in that last bounty mission. So yeah. Pretty good. So we're going to round out the video there, guys. I hope you enjoyed this week's, even though it's, like I said, been fairly repetitive and just farmy. We've managed to rank up a few mods. We are getting our Eidolon build to where it needs to be, slowly but surely. And we are going to have to get ourselves a gunblade to try and help us a bit moving forward, I think, and strip some armor off the Eidolons. But yeah, if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one, guys.